Entrepreneurship 101 is a series of interviews with ALVIN Young, a mastermind behind the I.M.Possible Mastery Program. ALVIN is a social entrepreneur, a personal development coach, and a network marketing leader and trainer for over 20 years. In this interview series, we shall invite ALVIN to share his insights and experience on starting a business and thriving in it. In this episode, ALVIN explains the sixth of the 7 essential skills of an entrepreneur: time management.
I have no time.
Not enough time.
No time. No time.
No time.
No time? Is that you? Have you been there? Are you trapped in that no time, not enough time quandary? Time. That is the greatest equalizer for each of us every day, regardless of your qualification or status. We are each given 24 hours every single day. No more, no less. And it's more perishable than any vegetable, and you cannot carry it over to the next day too. The question is whether you put this 24 hours to good use consciously or waste them away unconsciously. Now let's examine how some of us utilize our 24 hours. First, let us put aside 8 hours for sleep. Okay, I know not everyone sleeps for 8 hours a day, but for this discussion, let us shoot for the ideal. Sleep is vitally important for the renewal of our body and preservation of our health. If you were to compromise this investment of time, you would be going on overdraft, and compounded day after day, you will end up paying very dearly with a disproportionately extended period of time in suffering and pain. And you'll probably die earlier than you should as well. Now, if you think paying the high interest on credit card loan is scary, the compounded interest you would pay for stealing an hour or 2 or 3 of sleep every day is deadly. The currency of repayment is your time, and that means your life. Now, putting aside 8 hours, we have a balance of 16 hours a day. Now, if you are an employee, you have decided to sell 8 hours to an employer. Officially, you may have agreed to trade 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week for a fixed sum of money and other fringe benefits. But unofficially, many employees give away many more precious hours. It is not uncommon to see employees slaving away, eating into their sleep hours, and yet completely overwhelmed by the workload that seems to keep growing ever more massively. It is called a rat race, a race that never ends. And that is one of the reasons how time might disappear unknowingly. If you are an entrepreneur, all the more important will be your balance of the 16 hours. How do you use your 16 hours? Do you slot every waking hour in working your business? Well, it may be necessary during the initial period of your startup, but I have seen far too many entrepreneurs making it into a norm, into a habit, allowing their business to completely consume them. Now, if life is composed of just sleep and business, it cannot be a very balanced lifestyle. Even if your business is thriving and earning you lots of money, what will you do with the money? At some point in time, you may start to question, what's the point of it all? Now, that may be the point of burnout. That may be the point when the prolonged imbalance starts to sound alarms, such as health issue, relationship breakdown, disharmony in the family, and depression over the meaninglessness of life. I recall Jack Ma said in one of his talks that we are not born to work like a cow. We are here to enjoy life as human. I'm sure you will not disagree with me that to enjoy a balanced lifestyle, we should allocate attention, and that means to invest time in all of the following areas:
career, finance, family, health, fun and recreations, friends, personal development, spiritual.
Some people may protest. That's easier said than done. Life is hard. My business is struggling. I'm working day and night to earn just enough to feed my family. I just don't have enough time to finish my work, spend time with my family, for recreations, for friends, for personal development. How can I have more time? How to have more time? That's actually a very good question to ponder. So, how can you have more time? Why is it that we all wake up each day with an equal credit of 24 hours? And yet, some people can afford to enjoy a blissful life while others struggle day after day and never catch up to having enough time. I would like to share 2 secrets to time management. The first is how to optimize your time, and the second is how to multiply your time. Now, these 2 secrets are applicable to everyone, but especially important to those of you who are entrepreneurs, who aspire to make business work for you instead of you working forever for your business. How to optimize your time. Let me tell you a story. During my undergraduate study in the University of London in the mid-1980s, I became intrigued by the concept of parallel computing. Now, transputer was a new kind of computers at that point in time, and it was capable of processing multiple tasks in parallel as if they were processed by many computers concurrently, hence the name parallel computing. I wonder how a single computer could multitask like many computers working at the same time. If it was possible, would the idea work for a single person doing many people's tasks at the same time as well? And then during the course, I learned the secret. What happened inside a transputer was that it handled multiple tasks by allocating a dedicated time slot for each task and doing them in sequence. And because the sequence progressed at a very fast pace, it appeared like it's doing multiple tasks concurrently. But in fact, the transputer is essentially functioning like one computer, being highly focused on doing just one single task at any one time. And when that time slot is up, it moves on to focus doing a different single task in the next time slot. And in this way, it circles back repeatedly, processing each task in turn until all tasks were completed. I thought, what a neat idea for optimizing my own time. So besides the 8 hours of sleep, I apportioned my remaining 16 hours to a few time slots, and with each time slot dedicated to doing just one focused task. It could be a 3-hour slot for scripting my next YouTube video, or a 3-hour slot for business review with one of my business team, a 2-hour slot for swimming, a 4-hour slot for meal time and relaxation with my wife and my child, an hour of reading time, an hour of browsing the internet for learning and for ideas, an hour of meditation. You get the idea. I remind myself to have the discipline of the transputer. When I undertake one task, I do my best to be totally focused and not think about other tasks or entertain any other distraction. Every morning, I write a to-do list for the day and share it with all my business team over WhatsApp. And that list would guide me in apportioning the hours of my day. Once the plan is made, I do my best to stick with it. And that's how I ensure a super high productivity day after day, week after week. And accumulated over months, I tend to get a lot more done compared to many other people. The opposite of time optimization is time sabotage. Now, most of us are very good at sabotaging our own time. How? When you're doing one thing, you're thinking of another. So you end up doing that one thing half-heartedly, and often ended up not getting the best of results. Sounds familiar? You may be in a business meeting, but your mind is thinking of your children at home and your heart is feeling guilty. But when you get home and be with your child or your children physically, you're thinking about your work assignment for the next day. So you're not there 100% with your kids. If wherever you are, you're not there 100%, how can you live that moment fully? If you're not there fully, the time that you spent will not be productive, isn't it? Another way that some people sabotage their time is being fickle-minded. You started on one task, and then a thought pops into your mind about the potato chips that you just bought yesterday. You stop the task, went on to grab the potato chips, and on your way back to continuing the original task, you notice the books were scattered on the coffee table. Oh, come on, they can't be scattered on the coffee table. You then decided to return them to your bookshelf, and then ended up spending the rest of the afternoon on tidying the entire bookshelf. After dinner, you return to your desk and realize that you had hardly started on your original task. Well, another day was now over. Time has just passed and gone. Our minds are constantly firing up random thoughts of all kinds, sometimes with no logical connections between one thought and the next. If you were to allow these thoughts to take control of you, you'll be shooting in all directions in a haphazard manner. Imagine you live your life every day like this. How is it possible for you to be productive and purposeful with your time? That is why I apply the concept of parallel computing to optimize my time. And when I'm working, I'm super focused and therefore highly productive and efficient. When I'm playing, I'm super focused and therefore enjoy every moment of fun. When I'm with my child, I'm super focused and therefore enjoy quality father-daughter bonding time. And when I'm relaxing, I'm also super focused in that I empty my mind of work and all other distractions so that I can relax completely. When you train yourself to optimize your time, you realize you are in essence optimizing your life. That surely must be the best way to live. When you work 100%. When you rest 100%. When you play 100%. Whatever you do, you are at it with full intensity and a sense of totality. How better can you live your 24 hours? Next is how to multiply your time. The good news is you can do it. You can create more than 24 hours for yourself through the magic of leverage. Leverage is especially key for every entrepreneur. I spoke about the 3 kinds of entrepreneurs in an earlier video. The solo entrepreneur, the conventional entrepreneur, and the network marketing entrepreneur. The solo entrepreneur operates the business all by himself. He has complete freedom to do what he likes when he chooses to do it. He answers to no boss, but then he also has no leverage. He has only himself to depend on. The conventional entrepreneur creates leverage through hiring employees. While he does enjoy leverage over his employee will only be leveraged upon by the boss. And that intrinsic inequality in a boss-employee relationship will always prompt the employees to break away and be bosses themselves someday. No employee will ever feel the same sense of ownership as the boss. And that is why many conventional entrepreneurs struggle to hire and especially retain capable employees. The network marketing entrepreneur operates on a fundamentally different premise. That is, I call it the purest form of free enterprise. This is because the network marketing business model offers the entrepreneur the rights to sell his product as well as to franchise his business to another downline entrepreneur who will in turn enjoy exactly the same rights to retail product and to franchise the business to his friends. This arrangement allows the network marketing company to grow an extensive network comprising individual entrepreneurs for distribution of its product. That's leverage to the company. This same arrangement also allows every network entrepreneur who joins the company to also grow an extensive network comprising his friends who he has recruited directly into his network, as well as friends of his friends who joined the network indirectly. And that is leverage for every individual network entrepreneur within the entire organization. Network marketing business model is an advanced refinement to the conventional franchise business model. Personally, I have been a network marketing entrepreneur for over 20 years, and I only wish that I had known about this amazing business model much earlier. The leverage I enjoy from having many downline leaders and a growing network of consumers and distributors is what multiplies time for me. In a future video, I shall explain fully the benefits and features and the mechanics of network marketing business model. If you are aspiring to be an entrepreneur, I will highly encourage you to explore getting started with a legit network marketing company. In another future video, I'll talk about how to evaluate and choose the right network marketing opportunity for you. Regardless of which type of entrepreneur you are currently, it is wise to integrate the component of leverage into your business design. The fairer and equitable the construct of that leverage feature, the better it will create long-term sustainability for your business. And sustainability is a result of fair leverage. And a sustainable business must be your goal as an entrepreneur. Alright, I've shared my 2 secrets of time management with you: time optimization and time multiplication. If you find them helpful, please pay it forward and share this video with people you care. Entrepreneurs, till we meet again, keep sharpening yourself and power to you.
Thank you, Alvin, for your valuable insights. The interview with Alvin will continue next week, so do subscribe to this channel and hit the bell so that you won't miss any videos in the future.